Welcome to our video about catching.
Fundamental movement skills are an essential part of the development of young children's physical literacy and their future involvement in physical activity. One of the fundamental movement skills is catching. Catching is the ability to receive an object that has been thrown with your hands. It is classified as one of the essential fundamental movement skills for primary school children to learn, forming the basis for countless sporting activities. It is recommended by the Department of Education that the skill of catching be introduced during the child's foundation year and be mastered by the end of Year 2. Consequences of a child's failure to successfully master the skill of catch, alongside the 10 other fundamental movement skills, can be detrimental to their willingness to participate in physical activities inside and outside of school. This can result in damaged social standings and a lack of lifelong interest and ability to participate in sporting activities as an adult. Research conducted by the Victorian Education Department shows that with successful learning of the fundamental movement skills, a student will comprise a greater capacity to participate in varied sports and physical movement activities. Following through into adulthood, where the benefits of fundamental movement skills achievement has been found to help a person perceive themselves as being competent, socially accepted, and to have a positive attitude towards physical activity.
Once children are comfortable with the basic fundamental movement skills, they can go on to learn more advanced skills, like catching a ball. Years between 6 and 12 have repeatedly been described as the learning skill and refining years. Catching a ball is a manipulative movement skill which consists of fine and gross locomotor skills to manipulate an object. Because of this, the skill cannot be achieved until a child is a confident mover. To learn this movement pattern, a combination of exploration and self-discovery gives the children a chance to have a go without feeling they're being judged. This is known as the inquiry method. Therefore, a good start to teaching a child to catch a ball is to give them a large softball and then let them and a partner go have a try before refining the skill. It's a good idea to use a large softball so it won't hurt the child if they don't succeed in catching it, and it is a larger target for them to focus on. Once a child has had plenty of practice and is comfortable with the skill, which may be once they're older, they can move on to using a smaller ball. Eventually, they'll be able to use the skill of catching a ball in a game situation, for example, a game of cricket. Applications that can be made to match different abilities and ages is different equipment and where the ball is for the student to catch it. For example, the ball could be thrown at different intensities and in different directions for the child to catch. This will be useful for students to get used to gameplay situations, where the ball will be coming at them from different directions.
So at my show on Monday, I was hoping someday you'd be on your way to bed.
Okay. Put your feet like this, shoulder width apart. Yep, like this. Eyes on the ball. SESQI explores results from a study that indicate that the control of grasping the movement was the main source of errors affecting catching performance. Activities such as catching a ball requires the use of visual sensory movements of the arm to put the hand in the correct location at the correct time to intercept the ball. Types of catching a ball include failure to maintain control of the object, failure to give with the catch, keeping fingers rigid and straight in the direction of the object, inability to vary the catching pattern for objects of different weight and force, taking eyes off the object or closing the eyes, inability to focus on or track the ball, improper stance causing loss of balance when catching a fast-moving object, closing hands either too early or too late, failure to keep the body in line with the ball. Ways which children can improve their catching and overcome common catching errors. Intervene if they see the child's eyes being closed. A cross can be marked on the ball. This makes it easier for the child to focus on the ball and overcome closing eyes and taking the eyes off the object. Eyes on the cross. Try using a balloon, as it slows down enough to allow the child to get their hands ready and focus on catching it. The child to catch an imaginary fragile object such as an egg allows them to give with their arms as they would when catching a ball.
Watching our video by Anissa,
Tayla
And Kate.